So I'm just going to start with a little cleanup. Take a few deep breaths. Exhale longer than it. Just allow yourself to ride this moment, ride that moment. And you allow yourself to be just as you are right now. Could you allow that to be enough? And could you just get in touch with whatever's happening around you? Feel the air on your skin, clothing on your skin. The weight of your body, whatever surface you're seated on or lying on. Could you just allow this moment be enough? If you allow yourself to arrive, and check and see whatever you're feeling right now. It will be somewhere on the emotional scale. Apathy, grief, fear, lust, anger, pride, courageousness, acceptance, or peace. But if you have trouble placing it, don't worry. Let's try to, as best you can, leave the stories behind and be with a pure feeling. So try to feel if there's any particular place in your body that feeling is located. You can feel if it's hot or warm, cold or it's hard or soft. It has a color. It is moving in a particular way. Let's try to feel deep whatever you're feeling like. And as you do, you are courageous. You are courageous in facing your own feelings. So could you tune into that courageousness as we go further? Just allow that courageousness to check and see if there's anything that bothers you. Could you just notice it? Allow that. Could you notice any wanting to do anything with or because of that? You notice any wanting approval, control, or safety coming up in regards to that? Could you just allow that? Could you notice any sense that that's personal or about you? And could you let go of the sense of the person? Could you open up the possibility that is impersonal, that is just a happening? And as you do, you might feel a little bit lighter, freer, happier. That's what we're looking for. Could you tune into that, however big or small it is? And allow that to take you where it wants to. And check and see if there's anything you're wanting to change or control in this moment. Anything or anyone you wish were different. Anything you want to stop or to start. And just remind yourself that wanting sensation is a sensation of lack. So could you let go of lacking control, of lacking change? And check and see if there's more of that. Could you give that permission to be here? Could you open up to it and allow it to soften, to leave? It's just a gentle opening of the hands and dropping. And check and see if there's any sense of lacking love, lacking approval, and wanting to have it. Could be for something you did, could be from a partner, from a friend, work associate. And could you very gently let go of the sense of lacking love? And as you do, you might notice that you get more in touch with having love, being loving, being love. But still, there might be some disapproval inside of you about something that happened, about someone in your life. Could be disapproval of yourself. You can ask yourself, does that disapproval help anyone or anything? And could you let go of disapproving? Could you let go of disapproving even more? And even more. Could you just let the whole thing go? And could you give some approval to whomever or whatever you were disapproving of? Could you give that person, thing, or event some love? Could you tune into the place in yourself where you are love? Could you square your whole life with love? Or allow love to correct your whole life? And let's go even deeper. Wanting safety, lacking safety. Check and see if there's any sense of that in your life. If there's anything that makes you feel insecure, unsafe. Could be just a general emotion without any particular cause as well. The lack of safety. And could you allow that to come up and out? Could you let go of wanting to protect yourself with fear? And check and see if you can get in touch with more of that. Could be about the same person or thing, or about someone or something else. And could you just open up and allow that to leave you? And check again and see if you feel a bit lighter, freer, or happier. The words are not that important. The feeling or the sense is important. So could you just tune gently into that particular frequency, and allow it to lift you up? And remember, when you get in touch with that higher place, you're naturally releasing. So just allow that feeling to take you where it wants to. And could you open up to everything being okay right now? Could you open up to your life going exactly as it's supposed to. So you can open your eyes if they were closed. Just try and stay in this energy or take this energy with you as we continue the call. And the floor is now open for sharing of gains, sharing of insights. If anybody needs some assistance in releasing or want to ask a question, you can unmute yourself or press the raise hand button. It will be in the bottom menu. Perhaps that's a button on its own, or it might be under more or reactions.
This is Catherine. I don't know if anyone else raised their hand. I don't want to jump ahead of anyone.
Oh, nobody raised their hand, so.
Okay, great. So yes, I think last week, or maybe it was the week before, we were talking about or releasing on like believing something. So I would like help. I would let, I write down goal statements like I allow myself to receive and put in a certain amount by releasing. And so it's almost, I need help because I don't believe I'm going to get it. That's really it's like, oh, am I wasting time on some magical thinking that it's just going to drop on my lap? That's what I need help.
I remember your question. So, are you able to get in touch with or like imagine or feel like how it would feel if you already had your goal?
I didn't look at it that way. I can feel into how it would feel really good.
Because that's a good way to work at it. That
Okay.
you can imagine or try and feel how you would feel if you had your goal.
Okay.
You want to release on the goal right now?
Yeah, that's good because I've been focusing more on the disapproval of the goal. I've been releasing on disapproval, or seeing in my mind not having it versus what you just said right now, which is, can you imagine yourself having the goal?
Focus on the positive.
Okay.
So, could you let go of disapproving of your goal? And then we want to
Yes.
follow along. So we release together. Could you let go of disapproving of your goal even more?
Yes.
And even more.
Yes.
Just feel for if there's any feeling of lightness right now, any smallest, even the smallest inkling of release.
Yeah, I feel hopeful. I don't know if I would call it courageousness, but I feel hopeful.
Okay, okay. So it could be hope could be an aspect of courageousness.
Okay.
So just check and see if you can get in touch with courageousness right now.
Yes.
And could you be courageous about having your goal?
Yes.
And when you're releasing from courageousness, we release a lot more from CAP. We release a lot more than from the lower emotions.
Mhm.
So from this place, or check again if you could be courageous about having your goal.
Yes.
And from this place, check if there's any limiting beliefs that come up about having it.
Yes, the belief that's coming up is money is a shallow goal. I should be releasing on something like world peace or health or something like that.
Mm-hmm. So could you let go of that belief?
Yes.
And could you open to it being okay for you to have money?
Yes.
And check and see if there's any other limiting beliefs.
Yes. What just came up was people with money are assholes. So I don't want to be an asshole.
Okay. So could you let that story go?
Yes.
Very good. And just check and see if you feel more courageous about having the goal now.
Yes, I do.
And could you open to being even more courageous about having the goal?
Yes.
And you can even try to sit as if you were courageous, to take the stance of courageousness, like you can sit and you can try to breathe as if you were courageous, and try to just really feel into that courageousness.
Yes.
And could you open to the possibility of having your goal even more?
Yes.
And try to get in touch with how it will feel to have the goal.
How it would feel without the goal?
What?
Or did you say how it would feel without the goal?
No. Try to feel how it would feel like to have the goal.
Oh, to have the goal. Okay. But you said without the goal. Okay. I'm feeling it.
And could you imagine that there's a bridge between this moment and the moment of having the goal?
Okay.
Could you just walk that bridge?
Yes.
And could you allow this moment to transform into the moment where you have your goal?
Yes.
And could you allow the moment where you have your goal to transform into this moment?
Yes.
Could you bring them together?
Yes.
And could you open to having the goal right now?
Yes.
And how are you feeling now?
Good. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
So that's the way of working at it. It's
Okay.
important
Yeah.
to check where you are in your everyday life about having the goal.
All right.
And focus on the positive. And you could also do maybe attachments and aversions or likes and dislikes
Mhm.
to root out all the limiting beliefs, all the things you have hindering you. And
All right.
yeah, and just try to spend some time in the sense of having your goal. And if that is difficult, just release so it becomes easier.
Okay. Thank you so much. I will do that.
Thank you. Let us know how it goes.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Christian.
Hey.
It's Lisa.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't find the right button. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
But you hear my voice, so
Yeah.
thank you for having the call, first of all.
Thanks for coming.
Oh yeah. I was like double checking my calendar. I don't know. I guess maybe I've stopped releasing because I've got my mind is kind of spinning around.
Okay.
So I'm just like, for example, I have one thing that I can't solve. Like, I had invited a friend, not invited, she invites herself. And at the moment, it seemed like it would be an okay idea for her to come visit and stay with me. But the
Okay.
more I thought about it, the more I just really don't want to. And I'm like, I don't know. I just keep thinking of excuses. So
Okay. Okay.
you got the picture.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So I'm like avoiding the call, or because I always thought I could have a call with her, but at the end it's this full court pressure on me. Oh, well, when's my flight? Da 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 da. And it's like,
Okay.
it makes me more not want to have her with all this.
So
I don't know what to do with that.
So could you first just welcome your mind spinning?
Allow it to spin, right?
Yeah, allow it to spin.
Or I'm going to let go wanting to control it
Yeah, yeah.
because I was resisting that.
So could you let go of resisting and wanting control?
Yeah.
And could you just get in touch with the sense that all this is personal, that it's about you?
Oh, that's good. I was taking it very personally.
Okay.
So I'm going to let that. Well, I believe it's personal.
Okay. Okay.
So how do I get away from that?
You just notice that feeling that is personal.
Yeah.
Just tune into it.
Yeah.
And as you do, you might notice that there's a slight tendency for it to get lighter, a little more detached. Perhaps.
Oh, I see. By seeing it. Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because I have my mind screaming, it is about you. You're rude. How can you do this to somebody?
Okay. Okay.
All those thoughts.
So would you like to do a little cleanup on that person, perhaps? Or you want to release on what to do?
I don't know. I can't decide.
Okay.
I Can't even make a decision.
Okay, let's just take it there then.
I'm a Libra. We can't make decisions.
So that feeling that you can't decide, is that
Right.
approval, wanting control, or wanting safety?
Wanting control.
So could you just loosen your grip and let go of wanting control?
Yes.
And you are doing we very often do this. We imagine that the future will be like the past. So
Right.
you're
Uh-huh.
imagining, you are keeping in mind maybe unpleasant
The past. Exactly.
experiences.
Yep.
But you don't really know how it will be. It might
Yeah,
be,
because she's come to visit before and it was anxiety provoking. So I think I keep playing the movie, of what happened.
so could you allow love to correct that movie?
Okay.
And maybe, I mean, maybe that person was in a very low place the last time. So could you open to sense of empathy to that person, if possible?
Okay.
And could you let go of expecting the future to be like the past?
Okay.
And could you do that even more?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna let the picture go.
Yeah, could you let the whole picture go?
I think I don't want to do gymnastics right now. So trying to
Okay.
figure things out. All right, I'm gonna let the picture go.
And is there any wanting to control this person?
Well, it's wanting to change the person.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that could maybe keep things stuck. So could you let go of wanting?
Exactly.
Could you let go of that wanting to change?
Yes.
And just take a pause and see if you can get in touch with any sense of lightness now, or happiness, or more
Yeah,
free.
yeah, yeah.
So could you just tune more into that lightness?
Okay.
And could you send some love to the whole situation?
Okay. Sure. But this doesn't mean I have to have them stay here, right?
No, 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 no. Of course not.
It's just my feelings about the situation.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it frees me up. It
Hmm.
frees me up. Yeah, because I want to be more clear, at least to myself, you know.
So what's the
Because here's the thing that kind of threw a wrench in it is I mentioned it on a support call, not for releasing something else. It was for something else. And I happened to mention the situation and they're like, well, if you stayed with her, then you are obligated to have her stay with you. And I was kind of put off by it. I didn't fight the person, but I was like, I was resisting that kind of.
okay? So could you let go of resisting that?
Yeah.
Could you let go of the have to story?
Okay.
And could you open to taking a decision about this from your inner knowingness?
Yeah. That's a great one.
Mm,
Let that guide you. Right?
mm. So,
There's some wanting approval somehow coming.
okay, okay. So that sense of lacking approval and wanting to have it, could you let that go?
Yes.
And could you give yourself some love and approval, no matter what happens
No
or
matter
what?
what's going on. Yeah, sure, why not?
Could you open more to that love being accessible, no matter what decision you make?
Yeah.
And how is it? How are you feeling now?
Feel much more at peace.
Okay.
My brain stopped for a little while, so that's nice.
Good.
That's always a good thing.
So could you enjoy that peace and allow it to guide you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I feel like I've got a fresh, it's releasing to me is I feel like I have a pumped up amount of oxygen. Somehow, I know it sounds like a weird thing, but the heaviness, right? It's let go of.
Mm,
It's so nice.
good.
Thank you so much, Christian.
And thank you for raising your hand and
No,
participating. Good releasing.
thank you. Thanks for your help.
Glad to help.
Hi, Christian.
Hi, Joanna. How are you? Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. I'm good. Yeah, okay. There was just Zoom came with a weird pop-up. So yeah.
Resisting the pop-up?
No, I was just distracted by it. It said that I can't, that I'm not speaking up, so it's gonna mute me in 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and it's like I was just checking, but you answered, so of course you heard me. So I got confused, but
Okay.
it's gone now.
Okay, good.
So yeah, so this past year has been like the best year of my life. Things are going very well, but
Okay.
my body is still used to old days where it wasn't going well. So while I'm singing through the day, my body gets really, really tired, and and it just seems like an imbalance. Like I've okay. That when Daniel hears me talking, he is then that age that he likes to interrupt. So anyway, he just said something. I don't know if you could hear it. So that's the thing about the body. I'm resisting because it's it's kind of a drag that it gets tired very quickly.
So could you let go of holding that in place by resisting?
I'm resisting that too.
So just allow yourself to feel the resistance.
Yes. Well, it's kind of an attachment and an aversion to the tiredness because it does do me some good. I mean, I get a lot of good excuses if I don't want to do something. And on the other hand, it's not, it's kind of an enslavement too.
Mm-hmm. So could you just feel into the attachment and the aversion to the whole thing?
Mm. Yes.
You could just allow the whole thing to move. Could you give it space?
Yes.
And could you give it more
Now Daniel is calling on me. Can I get back to you? You can just take the next person, then I will come back because I have to go help him. So see you soon.
Yes. See you. And then we have Rosie.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Nice to have you here.
Good to be here. Thank you. So I have a game.
Okay.
So so yesterday I was looking into buying this coffee that has mushrooms. It's
Okay.
called Rice, and I had it before. Another friend gifted to me.
Uh-huh.
And so the same friend was asking me to work on her Facebook page. It's about 7 real angels.
Okay.
So, and so I thought that I would do it for her in exchange for 2 bags of this coffee.
Uh-huh.
And without saying anything, it was just a thought, without saying anything, she sent me $20 yesterday through Zelle out of nothing. I didn't even talk to her. I didn't say anything. It was just the thought that I had. And
Okay.
so I went on eBay to look for this because I'm interested in this mushroom, lion's mane mushroom.
Okay. Well, I take it. I take it.
Yeah, you do? Oh, good. Yeah, so I was looking for that, and I found a really good deal for that coffee. And then I found so many other things, and I thought, wow. So I ordered the coffee. So the gain is I wanted this coffee, and I got it at a really, really nice deal. And I used my friend's money that she sent me out of nowhere to buy this coffee.
Okay.
Like, wow. That was so neat. So I was very happy for that.
Yeah.
I also posted on my Facebook page, I am blessed financially.
Uh-huh.
Because looking at my life, I've been blessed.
Mm-hmm.
I've been blessed financially. But yet I still have the story in my background that money is hard to make, and I have a lot of resistance to asking for money. And I never asked my friend for any money. She just gave it to me.
Wow.
So I thought, wow.
So could you allow that to be the new normal?
Yes.
Could you be even more grateful for that?
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
So
I would like to work on this. It's like Lester used to call it, or Lester called it what did he say? The word that he used, it's a tendency. Yeah, the tendency to, the tendency of thinking that I don't have enough. I won't have enough. That's it. I won't have enough. And so I stress myself with a lot of worry about the future and money.
good one. So many people do that, including me.
Yeah.
So could you just feel into that tendency to believe in scarcity.
Yeah.
And are you sure that that's the truth, that you live in scarcity?
It's not the truth, but it's the lie that I bought into and
Um,
that I live from. This lie. It's a lie, but it feels like it's real.
So,
It's like I don't want to believe that it's not true.
so could you let go of resisting the tendency?
Mm,
And even life just gave you an example or
yeah.
that of the opposite.
Yes.
Could you open to having what you need when you need it?
Yes.
And could you open to seeing the abundance that is already there in your life?
Yes.
Could you be grateful for that?
Yes.
Could you be even more grateful?
Yes.
Could you again open to getting what you need when you need it?
Yes.
Could you allow that to be your new normal?
Yes.
And what's
Yes.
going on?
I'm looking at that statement, getting what I need when I need it. And it feels good. It feels like safe. I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress myself. I don't have to punish myself for thinking that I don't or that I won't. It's a safer place to be or to come from. I
Could you,
get what I need when I need it. Period. No stressing, no worrying, no having to figure out what to do in order to have what I need whenever I need it. Just allowing it to be, allowing love to have it,
yeah.
to provide it.
So could you just allow life to provide it even more?
Yes.
And could you open to the energy of having?
Yes.
And more.
Yes.
And even more.
Yes.
Could you just say yes?
Yes.
So what's there now?
This friend that sent me this money,
Mhm.
and she had asked me to do something for her, and I was
Mhm.
hesitant.
Okay.
And so then there's a guilty feeling like, she sent me this money. She wants me to do something. So there's like this resistance to receiving money that way. Like, what does she want me to do? She already told me, but there's pride. There's pride in there. Like I'm being bought with money.
Mhm. So could you let go of resisting receiving?
Yes.
And pride is just one little step away from courageousness. So could you, as best you can, let go of the pride?
Yes.
Could you open to being courageous about all this?
Yes. Yes.
Could you open to all being well and going well?
Yes. Yep. Thank you. That feels good. That's a good place for me to stay or to be.
Okay. Good releasing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll go back to Joanna.
Yeah, I'll just finish up before Daniel wants something again. So the thing is that it's like if I do too much, the body I have like a vertigo attack I can get, or like numbness in the legs, or other stuff, or just tiredness, and so I sometimes feel it's difficult to believe, like now that I'm feeling well, I'm doing well, now the body is acting up. And I know it's just old stuff, coming out, but still. So that's what I'm resisting it. I want to change it. There's an attachment, an aversion to it, like you name it.
Okay. So is there a sense that you don't do enough
Mm.
because the body is
Yeah,
in?
there is.
So could you let go of that sense of not being enough and not doing enough?
Yeah, it's a deep one.
I know, I can recognize it.
I could feel a whole program like being ripped out. Yeah.
Just give the program some movement.
Mm.
Could you allow the program to soften?
Yes.
Could you open to that what you managed to do is exactly what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
Could you allow that to be okay?
Yes.
Maybe there's a little wisdom in it. This needs to be like this right now.
Well, I can feel I resist the word wisdom a little. I'm kind of in a phase where like I take everything for checking like 10 times. And when something got stood up when I heard the word wisdom. It's a little funny though.
So could you let go of resisting the word wisdom?
Yes. Yeah, I know it. And it has nothing to do with what you said. It's just that in my past, I have been fed a lot of bullshit and in disguise of being wisdom. So I'm very,
Okay.
I'm very careful now. So that's what the word felt. So resistance, I feel resistance to being fed any kind of information, I
Okay.
guess, especially from my past, because the recent is good, but old stuff is suppressing. So that's it.
Oh, good. So then you can let go of some resistance.
Yes.
And could you let go of more resistance?
Yes.
And could you open to everything being just as it should be?
Yes.
Could you open to things being okay?
Yes. They are okay, but I would like a little more. I'm a little greedy.
Okay. So could you let go of wanting more? That's the wanting.
Yes.
You could be open to having.
Yes, in a moment, I can feel that there is first some resistance to having. Long story. I could see it,
Okay. So could you let that resistance go?
Yes. Okay, now I am ready, I think, to having. Let's see. It feels lighter now. I still feel a tiny bit of pushing against having, but much less than earlier.
So
I'm wanting control. I can feel it now.
could you loosen your grip, open your hands, just say ah, and let go.
Ah. Yes.
Okay. Could you just loosen up even more?
Yes.
Could
As
you
long
let-
as you don't ask me to jump on one leg and bark like a dog.
No. Probably not. Probably not.
Okay, good.
So,
Mm,
could you allow yourself to enjoy the loosening up?
yes. You still feel a little clenching in the stomach area.
Could you just allow the clenching to clench?
Yes.
Just be with it. Just breathe into it and give it some space. Could you
Dissolved.
what?
It dissolved.
Dissolved. Okay, good.
I can sometimes feel it if this like a bigger, it's kind of like half a yawn, half a deep breath comes. It's when I have let go. It happens. So
So how is it now?
I think I'm clean for today. Maybe a bit wanting to control the weather as it's gonna drop 10 degrees tonight. So I kind of wanted to go back 10 degrees up again. We've had a few days of warm summer. It's been very, very cold all month. So I've enjoyed the warmth and I would like it to continue. So that's the wanting control that's remaining.
So could you let go of wanting control?
Yes. I'm resisting when it cools down, and I'm resisting possible rain and clouds and wind. All four I resist.
So could you let go of resisting all that?
Yes.
We actually have some unexpected good weather here.
Ah, so you guys stole it. I knew it. It's coming from south, the wind, but tonight it's gonna come from west again here. So
I'll try to
that's why
send a little bit back up, back south. So
yeah, the cold weather. I hear they need it. I'd like to take their heat and send some of our coldness to them. That would be nice.
You could open up.
I
the-
wish I could do that, so I'm once in control of that. I wish I could kind of adjust the weather a bit, you know, a little rain to Africa, a little colder in the south, a little warmer up here, you know.
Could you let go of wanting to be a climate dictator?
No. Yes,
Yes.
yes. So I can be a climate dictator.
Let us know on the gains page.
Sure.
When you finally achieve.
I think if I ever learn to control the weather, I'm not gonna tell anyone. I mean, I'd still like to be alive.
But you can make them. You can write anonymous gains. No problem.
Yeah. Okay, you'll know where they come from. Okay, thanks and have a nice evening.
Yeah. Good. Thanks for coming and listening.
My pleasure.
So I'm just gonna write down the gains page on our homepage. I'm still waiting for somebody to write some gains or testimonials there. So feel free to do that. You can write it anonymously, as I said. So we have Maxine.
Hi, Christian. Thank you. Thank you for calling on me. Wow, I've been releasing throughout the call, and I've also been texting back and forth with my sister, and I'm just feeling powerless, I guess is what's coming up for me. She's the trustee of this of my sister's estate, and she's just not wanting to abide by the law. She's not. So I'm just clearly I'm trying to control her behavior, and it's not working. And you know, I feel a deep love for my sister, and I'm also feeling at odds. Just, I don't know how we got here. So I, I'd like some assistance on, one, I feel like I'm still seeking approval. And at the same time, I'm also trying to control the outcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which one is strongest?
Controlling the outcome.
So could you just welcome the feeling that that's personal?
Yes.
Could you welcome any wanting to do anything with or about it?
Yes.
Could you just notice that that's what is apparently happening for you right now?
Yes, it's apparently what's happening. Yes.
And could you be courageous and surrender the whole thing to being as best you can?
Mm. You know, I've surrendered multiple times. And I seem to just keep going back into the doer mode. But I'm willing to surrender yet again.
Okay, but
Yes.
you can surrender and still do, but it's more of a allowing things to be done through you.
Yeah, and that maybe that's what I'm feeling like I have been at the place of the doing happening through me. And then, like now, I'm feeling like the little Maxine, is actually sitting in the doer seat. Yeah,
Okay.
so I kind of I seem to kind of take control back. I surrender and I kind of take it. When I start to get frustrated, then it feels like I'm wanting to force something to happen.
So could you let go of wanting to control the outcome?
Yes.
And could you let go of wanting your sister's approval?
Ooh. Yes.
Could you give your sister some approval?
Yes.
And can you be courageous about this having a good outcome for you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Could I what?
Could you be courageous about this having a good outcome?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Wonderful.
And can you can you feel how that would feel? Is that available for you?
Yes.
And could you allow a good outcome to be possible?
Yes, I'd love that.
So could you just allow this moment to be transformed into a wonderful outcome for all of you?
Yes.
And so on.
Yes.
And even more.
Yes.
Could you let go of wanting to figure it out?
Yes.
And could you open even more to a wonderful outcome?
Yes.
And even more.
Yes.
And how is it feeling now?
Definitely a lot. I feel a lot calmer.
Good.
And I also feel a little distracted by the ongoing chatter.
Okay. The mind chatter.
Yes.
So could you just allow your mind to chatter?
Sure. Yes.
And could you open to a wonderful outcome regardless of the chatter?
Sure. Yes.
And could you open to feeling good about this?
Yes.
Do you now feel lighter, freer, or happier?
All of the above.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Could you give yourself permission to enjoy that?
Yes.
Just send some love to the whole situation.
Yes. Thank you. That feels lovely.
Thank you. Thanks for raising your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for coming. So just gonna go into a little closing cleanup. So just allow yourself to slow down. Could you allow yourself to be as you are in this moment? And check and see if there's anything you're wanting to change or control. And could you let go of wanting to change and control? And just allow things to be as they are. And in that allowing and that acceptance is the key to transformation. So could you open to that? Like Lao Tzu said, nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. So could you just allow it to be accomplished effortlessly? Check and see if there's any disapproval coming up for you. Could be disapproval of yourself, someone else or a happening. And could you let go of disapproving? And just open to being loving. And just open to being love as best you can. And check and see if there's any warning of safety coming up from you. And if there is, look around you and ask yourself if you are safe right now. And could you let go of wanting safety? Could you open to the okayness of this moment? And could you open to the okayness of life? Thank you. And thank you everyone for coming. It's great to have you here.
Thanks, Christian. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. This is Frances. I came in late. Everybody's releasing was so good for me. It was just beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, it was good for me too. Okay.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you.
Everyone have a great weekend.
You too.
Thanks.
Yes, you too.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.